In Spanish, Cabalgata means a parade on horseback. But in Colombia, it is more than just a word. It is the soul of culture, the proud heartbeat of a nation. Every year, this festival bursts to life in major cities like Medellín, Cali, Manizales, Monteria, and throughout the Coffee Triangle, drawing hundreds of thousands of people into the streets to witness a mesmerizing visual feast. Amid avenues flooded with colors, over 2,000 riders exude heroic presence, riding sleek, meticulously groomed horses that move in perfect rhythm like tango dancers in the heart of the city. But what truly makes Cabalgata special are the vibrant women. Off-shoulder tops, fitted denim shorts, strong cowboy boots, and radiant smiles that light up the entire festival. They appear like Wild West warrior queens, confident, untamed, magnetic, turning the streets into a stage of beauty, freedom, and courage. Cabalgata is not just a parade. It is love for the homeland, a celebration of cultural memory, a lasting symbol of Colombian pride. Are you ready to feel the rhythm of hooves and experience that fiery energy? Have you heard the saying, "Colombia is the land of charm"? This South American nation is famous for its rich coffee, fiery salsa, and vibrant colors. But what the world remembers most are its women, celebrated as icons of Latin American beauty. Their allure goes beyond appearance. It lies in confidence and inner strength. Colombian women often have soft curves, toned, balanced bodies, and distinctly Latin features, deep, captivating eyes, high cheekbones, and full, sensuous lips. Long, shiny hair, black or brown, paired with smooth or sun-kissed skin, creates a striking contrast. They love fashion and always look polished in public. In Bogotá or Medellín, you will see women in flattering outfits, high heels, and subtle fragrances, rarely casual or oversized clothing. They don't need heavy makeup to shine. Healthy lifestyles. Fruit-rich diets, juices, and limited fried foods maintain their shape and youthful skin. Smoking and drinking rates are low, and they prioritize exercise, grooming, scent, and cleanliness. In Colombian culture, a tidy appearance shows respect for the community. So, if you want to win a Colombian woman's heart, remember, elegance and a well-groomed look are your ticket to impress. San José de Cúcuta, or Cúcuta, has long been seen as Colombia's border gateway. The city occupies a rare strategic position. On one side, subsidized goods are cheap. On the other, massive demand is ever hungry. This gap turned Cúcuta into a land of secret paths, where pimpinas, 4-liter plastic jugs, were quietly filled with fuel and smuggled across the border under the cover of night. From the late 1990s to the early 2000s, Cúcuta became the hottest fuel smuggling hotspot in the region. Thousands of locals, called pimpineros, joined the underground economy, making fuel transport a daily rhythm. Estimates suggest tens of thousands of barrels crossed the border every day, and not just fuel. Consumer goods, food, medicine, spare parts, even weapons and drugs snaked through dirt roads despite intense law enforcement crackdowns. Today, Cúcuta wears a legal face with Bolívar Square, shady parks, and the bustling Avenida de las Americas. Yet, just 20 minutes outside the center, flickering lights, distant engines, and silent fuel trucks still appear. Cúcuta is more than a border city. It is a persistent symbol of South America's smuggling world. Carnival de Barranquilla, or the Barranquilla Carnival, is considered one of the grandest street celebrations in Colombia, attracting over 1 million visitors each year. The event takes place 4 days before Lent, in February or March, transforming the Caribbean port city into a massive stage of sound, movement, and blazing traditional colors. From the very first moment, you are swept away by the pulsing drums, lively trumpets, and waves of Caribbean music. Marimonda dancers, with their mischievous masks, long noses, and playful steps, fill the air with laughter. The Battle of Flowers parade opens with elaborately decorated floats, like mobile gardens glowing under the tropical sun. The highlight of the festival is the Grand Parade. Thousands of performers wear sequins, feathers, and glittering costumes, creating an endless ocean of color in motion. Folk characters appear alongside them. Mari Alejona, the charming country girl with a wide-brimmed hat, and Garabato, a symbolic figure holding a curved staff, representing victory over death. The carnival is more than a festival. It is the heartbeat of Barranquilla's community spirit, uniting people of all ages and social classes. In 2003, UNESCO recognized the event as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity. Visiting Barranquilla during Carnival lets you experience not just the colors and music, but the passionate soul of Colombia's Caribbean coast. Are you ready to join the rhythm? Close your eyes and picture Colombia. Perhaps you imagine salsa music echoing through lively streets, colorful murals shining under the tropical sun, or crystal-clear beaches lined with Caribbean palms. Maybe you see deep, untamed forests, where the breath of nature fills every leaf. But for those who have been there, Colombia is not just beautiful. It is alive, wild, generous, and more vibrant than any dream. What makes Colombia truly special is not only its multicultural heritage, hypnotic music, or radiant smiles, but a treasure given by nature itself. Unmatched biodiversity. Nestled between the towering Andes, misty Amazon rainforests, warm Caribbean shores, and the wild Pacific coast, Colombia hosts an astonishingly vast and rich ecosystem. The country is among the world's 17 mega-diverse nations. But what surprises people most is the density of life. Though much smaller than Brazil, Colombia ranks second globally in species count, with over 56,000 recorded species, about 10% of all life on Earth. It is a paradise of wings and color. The most bird species in the world, exceptional numbers of butterflies and orchids, and thousands of amphibians, freshwater fish, and ferns. Why such a living treasure? First, its equatorial location provides consistent sunlight year-round, fueling biological abundance. Second, Colombia is the only South American country bordered by both the Caribbean and Pacific, offering unique marine diversity. Third, the Andes split into 3 branches with multiple microclimates, from humid valleys to cold highlands, enabling constant species proliferation. Additionally, the Amazon in the southeast acts as a massive genetic reservoir, with many species still undiscovered or unnamed. After the formation of the Isthmus of Panama, Colombia became an evolutionary crossroads between North and South America, allowing species to mix, adapt, and evolve uniquely. Altitudinal climate layering further drives endemism, making each mountain and river a unique ecosystem. All of this makes Colombia more than a country. It is a living treasure, a miniature natural universe, where every leaf, grain of sand, and bird call tells the endless story of evolution. Not far from the coastal city of Cartagena, amid the peaceful fields of Colombia's Caribbean region, lies a fascinating destination that visitors always rave about: El Totumo Mud Volcano. Though only about 15 meters tall and not erupting like other volcanoes, El Totumo hides a special treasure inside: a warm, smooth, mineral-rich mud pool where you can immerse yourself and let nature embrace you. Locals believe the mud softens the skin, detoxifies the body, relieves stress, and rejuvenates the spirit. To reach the volcano's mouth, you climb rustic wooden steps that are both inviting and charming, and the moment you lower yourself into the mud, you experience a miracle. You cannot sink. Your body floats effortlessly, as if lifted by an invisible force, creating a light, relaxing, and slightly humorous sensation. In this space, laughter echoes across the mud pool, blending with the distant sea breeze to create a uniquely calming atmosphere. Local guides gently massage you, helping your body fully release tension. After soaking, you are led to a nearby freshwater lagoon to rinse off the mud before enjoying simple local dishes. El Totumo is more than a mud bath. It is a natural ritual, a moment to connect with the earth, the wind, and your own inner self. If you visit Medellín today, what catches your attention first? The cable cars soaring over valleys, the greenery covering the hills, or the surprising sense of safety? It is hard to believe that just 2 decades ago, this city was considered the world's capital of violence. In 1991, Medellín recorded an average of 16 homicides per day. Crime surged, fueled by drug cartels and armed groups. At the center of the chaos was the Medellín cartel, led by Pablo Escobar, controlling most of the cocaine exported to the U.S. and dominating the lives of residents. By the mid-1980s, the cartel earned billions of dollars annually, yet over 70% of Medellín's population remained in poverty, especially in hillside slums. With limited schools, healthcare, and transport, residents were isolated and vulnerable to crime. The city had become a symbol of despair in Colombia, but Medellín decided to turn around. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, government, businesses, and communities collaborated on comprehensive reforms. Instead of just increasing police presence, they built the Metro Cable, the first urban cable car system connecting poor neighborhoods to the city center, opening access to education and jobs. Libraries, schools, parks, and cultural centers emerged in previously dangerous areas, transforming them into vibrant public spaces filled with hope. The results were clear. Crime rates fell dramatically, urban spaces transformed, and Medellín turned a new page. In 2013, the city was named the most innovative destination in the world, surpassing New York and Tel Aviv. Can you feel that transformation? It is proof that when communities unite, even the darkest places can be reborn. At Colombia's northernmost point, La Guajira appears as a world that does not follow the familiar rules of Earth. No tropical rainforests, no bustling cities, only endless stretches of sand, red rocks glowing under the sun, and a sharp blue sky stretching to the horizon. Many visitors describe the feeling as stepping onto an alien landscape, with scenery reminiscent of a barren, lunar world. It is also home to the resilient Wayuu people, who preserve their own language, traditional customs, and a lifestyle closely connected to nature. They live in scattered rancherias across the desert, tending goats, weaving colorful mochila bags, and sustaining themselves from the vast Caribbean Sea. A journey to La Guajira is an adventure, leaving behind comforts, phones, and the noise of urban life. The ultimate reward is Punta Galinas, the northernmost point of South America, where sunrise over golden dunes brings a sense of absolute freedom. Every 2 years, in early January of odd-numbered years, a small town in central Colombia comes alive with Carnival del Diablo, a festival whose name may sound scary, but is overflowing with laughter and joy. When people hear devil, they often think of darkness, but here the symbol represents the opposite: reconciliation and forgiveness. The festival began in the 19th century, when 2 rival communities decided to set aside their grudges and embrace the devil's smile as a reminder that humans can coexist even after a history marked by conflict. For a full week, every street turns into a vibrant stage. Parade groups wear colorful costumes, intricately carved matachines masks, and the sounds of trumpets, drums, and fiery folk rhythms fill the air. Satirical poems are recited in the square. Laughter never ceases. And folk dances ignite the entire town with energy. The climax comes with the procession and burning of the devil figure, symbolizing the leaving behind of misfortune and welcoming a new year full of hope and peace. Carnival del Diablo may not be the largest festival in the world, but it is a vivid proof that culture can transform pain into laughter and turn memory into enduring unity. Bogotá, the lively capital of Colombia, unfolds like a scene straight from Andean legend. The city stretches across a vast plateau where traditional rooftops mingle with modern glass towers, all enveloped in a sea of drifting clouds. At nearly 2,640 meters above sea level, the air carries a crisp freshness, and mornings are often kissed with light fog, draping the historic cobblestone streets in a dreamlike veil. As evening falls, the sun sets over the Andes, casting long shadows across historic buildings. Bolivar Square, centuries-old churches, and La Candelaria's cobblestone streets tell the story of a multicultural city, from indigenous Muisca heritage to European influence, and even traces of distant Middle Eastern culture. Monserrate, towering to the east, offers the perfect vantage point to see Bogotá stretching towards the heavens. Beyond the clouds, the city captivates with its art scene, craft coffee, rich street food, and the Gold Museum, preserving the ancient soul of this land. The Leticia War, or the Colombia-Peru conflict from 1932 to 1933, began with Peru's outrage over the Salomon-Lozano Treaty of 1922. Under this agreement, the Amazon Strip and the town of Leticia were handed over to Colombia. Many Peruvians viewed this as a national insult, believing the land rightfully belonged to them. Tensions escalated when Peru imposed high sugar import taxes, causing heavy losses for Laredo merchants and sparking widespread resentment. On the evening of September 1, 1932, a group of 48 Peruvian civilians, secretly supported by the military, seized Leticia, forcing Colombian forces to retreat to Brazil. The conflict spread along the Putumayo River, leading to fierce battles such as Tarapacá in February 1933 and Huepi in March. Soldiers faced not only bullets but also jungle fever, venomous insects, and the harsh Amazon terrain. Finally, fearing escalation, the League of Nations mediated. A ceasefire was signed on May 24, 1933, followed by the Rio de Janeiro Protocol in 1934, confirming Leticia as part of Colombia. The war ended, leaving a lasting lesson on sovereignty, trade, and timely diplomacy. About 75 kilometers from Bogotá, the town of Guatavita, known for the legendary El Dorado, is now famous for a playful brain teaser, the upside-down house. Locals affectionately call it Casa Loca, meaning crazy house. Here, all familiar rules seem to vanish. The red roof is at ground level, while doors, windows, and even the floor point skyward, challenging all notions of gravity. The moment visitors step inside, most laugh in surprise and mild confusion. Every piece of furniture, beds, dining tables, armchairs, sinks, and bathtubs, is literally overhead. You walk normally, but the surroundings appear inverted, creating an illusion that constantly tricks the brain. This visual paradox turns every corner into a stage for gravity-defying photos. The house has quickly become a must-visit for young travelers, where Guatavita no longer only tells tales of gold, but also of imagination without limits. Have you ever wondered why a country not very large like Colombia consistently produces a beauty storm on the world stage? The answer lies in the perfect mix of diverse genetics, a culture that values confidence, and a professional beauty ecosystem that few places can match. It is no coincidence that Colombia's name frequently appears among the leaders in prestigious competitions like Miss Universe, Miss World, and Miss International. According to statistics from platforms like Global Beauties and Missology, Colombia consistently ranks among the top 5 beauty powerhouses, with over 30 placements in the Miss Universe semifinals and 2 crowns in 1958 and 2014. From Paulina Vega to Ariadna Gutierrez and Daniela Alvarez, these women amaze the world not only with their stunning looks, but also with intelligence, elegance, and the confident poise that defines Colombian women. Insider Monkey has also listed Colombia among the countries with the most beautiful women on Earth, based on achievements, media influence, and international perception. What makes Colombia truly special is how beauty is nurtured as an entire industry. Catwalk academies, communication classes, and body care workshops appear everywhere, turning Colombia into a fertile ground for new beauty icons, where every young woman has the chance to shine if she has the effort and courage. In the heart of Bogotá, Colombia houses a dazzling treasure admired worldwide, the Museo del Oro, the largest gold museum on the planet, preserving over 55,000 legendary artifacts. Each piece, excavated from distant lands, is like a puzzle revealing the grandeur of pre-Columbian civilizations. The exhibits are organized by themes: exquisite jewelry, ceremonial urns, ancient ritual tools, and artistically crafted ceramics. Every artifact showcases the masterful craftsmanship of the Muisca, Quimbaya, and Tairona, while revealing their deep reverence for the sun god, a sacred symbol guiding rituals and spiritual life. Beyond the display, the museum creates a mesmerizing visual journey: soft golden lighting, winding paths reminiscent of mythical valleys, making visitors feel immersed in an ancient treasure. The highlight is the El Dorado Room, recreating the legendary Muisca ritual where the chief covers himself in mud, adorns gold, and offers himself to the sacred Guatavita Lagoon. The museum also offers workshops, live demonstrations, and immersive tours, allowing visitors to touch the very soul of Colombian culture. Hidden in the wild Sierra de la Macarena, Colombia shelters a rare natural gem, the Caño Cristales River, where colors don't just exist, they explode as if painted by mythic hands. Unlike ordinary serene rivers, during certain seasons, its waters blaze with 5 captivating hues: fiery red, golden yellow, vibrant green, deep blue, and mysterious dark patches. From above, it looks as if someone has poured an entire rainbow into the crystal-clear riverbed. This miracle comes from the plant Macarenia clavigera. With the right sunlight and ideal water level, it transforms the riverbed into a vibrant carpet, making visitors feel as if they've stepped into an unreal realm. However, this colorful display only appears from May to November, making every visit a unique moment. The journey here is not easy. You start from the town of La Macarena, then continue by boat, sometimes riding a horse or trekking through the jungle. Along the way, you may encounter monkeys, jaguars, dazzling birds, and waterfalls cascading over rocks. Caño Cristales is a wonder that quiets the heart. Colombia, a land where color seems to flow in the air, is an endless paradise for orchid enthusiasts. Over 4,000 orchid species grow across the country, from the Amazon rainforest to the Andes slopes, making it a living museum of elegance and mystery. Amid misty clouds and wet leaves, delicate orchid petals bloom like morning dew. The most radiant is the Cattleya triane, Colombia's national flower, with its royal purple-pink hue exuding nobility. This flower is like a natural jewel placed atop the forested mountains, inviting every traveler's gaze. Some orchids are tiny as fingernails, while others unfurl like silk fans, creating a hypnotic symphony of shapes and colors. In Colombia, orchids are more than for admiration. Farmers, researchers, and conservationists have built nurseries, reserves, and laboratories to nurture, hybridize, and protect rare species from extinction. These efforts remind us that nature is fragile, yet breathtaking, and worth preserving. For orchids are not just flowers, but the radiant soul of this nation. Hidden deep in the jungles of the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta in northern Colombia, Ciudad Perdida, the Lost City, is an archaeological gem few know about, yet of extraordinary value. Built in the 8th century AD, over 600 years before Machu Picchu, it was once the political, religious, and economic heart of the ancient Tairona civilization. Ciudad Perdida consists of hundreds of stone steps winding up the mountainside, leading to plazas, circular altars, ancient houses, and an intricate water system. All of it was constructed without cement, perfectly blending into the surrounding forest, showcasing the remarkable engineering of the Tairona people. The journey here is no simple trek. Visitors must walk 4 to 6 days, cross dense jungle, ford cold streams, climb steep slopes, and face the humid tropical climate. But the reward is magical. Standing on moss-covered ancient stones, surrounded by mist and the sounds of jungle birds, you feel connected to the history and spirit of a civilization that has slept for over a millennium. Ciudad Perdida is not just a ruin. It is a gateway to the past, where every step is an encounter with Colombia's mystery and legend. In the center of Bogotá, the Paloquemao Market bursts forth like a living canvas, gathering Colombia's colors and aromas under one roof. Founded in 1946 and relocated to its current site in 1967, the name Paloquemao, meaning burned tree, carries the story of history, rebirth, and enduring vitality. Stepping into the market is like entering a vibrant maze of colors and scents. One corner overflows with flowers, another stacked with fresh fruits and vegetables. The fish and meat stalls emit their distinctive aromas, while breakfast vendors weave through the crowd, spreading the scent of hot soups, crispy pastries, and rich Colombian coffee. The most striking feature is its extraordinary variety. Over 60 native fruits, from the tart lulo to the sweet guanabana, and rare Andean pink potatoes. Vendors invite you to taste, sharing stories of the land, the harvest, and the care behind each product. Paloquemao is more than a marketplace. It is a meeting point where memory and culinary tradition come alive through fragrant arepas, crispy empanadas, and steaming fish soups. Many culinary tours begin here, helping visitors understand why Colombian cuisine is both rustic and refined. If you visit Bogotá, go to Paloquemao in the morning. There, you will feel the city's most authentic pulse, chaotic yet friendly, bustling yet full of warmth. Nestled among the lush green hills of Antioquia, Colombia, the town of Jardín appears like a living painting, frozen in pristine history. Its beauty makes anyone wonder, is there any place on Earth where life still moves with such slow, delicate rhythm? The name Jardín, meaning garden in Spanish, evokes fertile landscapes and a serene, gentle pace of life. Colorful colonial houses, flower-filled balconies, and winding cobblestone streets all seem lifted from a fairy tale, both nostalgic and full of vitality. At the town's heart lies the main square, where life flows slowly. A man in a cowboy hat sips hot coffee. Elders play dominoes under ancient trees, and in the distance, the rhythmic clatter of Paso Fino horses echoes like a giant clock marking the hours. The crown jewel of Jardín is the minor basilica of the Immaculate Conception. a majestic Gothic-style stone church standing silently in the square, sacred and serene, adding a sense of contemplative stillness to the town. Jardín is not a place for rushed check-ins. It is a space to breathe deeply, hear your own heartbeat, and savor a world that still knows how to live slowly, fully, and poetically amidst nature and history. Can you believe it? Amid the dense jungles and winding rivers of the Amazon, there exists a magical pink dolphin. In Colombia, this legend comes to life in vibrant reality. The pink river dolphin, or boto, is an endemic species found only in the Amazon and Orinoco basins. It has a long, flexible snout and a gracefully curved neck that can move with astonishing agility. Its vivid pink hue intensifies with age and movement. This color is not just beautiful. It is a testament to resilience in a harsh environment where fast-flowing waters meet thick rainforest. Unlike their marine cousins, boto dolphins navigate narrow channels and glide gently through flooded forests, as if dancing with the river itself. In local culture, they are regarded as the spirit of the rainforest, believed to transform into humans and sense the sorrow of the waters, carrying enchanting and mysterious stories. Today, pink dolphins have become a symbol of the Colombian Amazon. Yet this delicate beauty faces threats from pollution, hunting, and habitat destruction. Colombia has launched numerous conservation programs to protect these living treasures for future generations. Encountering a pink dolphin is more than a close encounter with nature. It is like stepping into a real-life fairy tale. It is living proof that the Amazon still holds wonders, waiting for us to cherish and protect. Exploring Colombia is endlessly fascinating, and each story, like that of the pink dolphin, serves as a reminder. Our world is full of magic. Note: all information in this video is for reference purposes only. Please research carefully before making any decisions. See you on the next journey.